Morning guys, it's freezing cold. We've got thick fog and ice outside and it's not very nice in here because I've got my doors completely open. But I've got a job in this morning to repair some aluminium. So I thought I'd use the Relilaser. So I'll take you over and show you what settings I've put it on, and then we'll have a little look and see how it performs. Okay, so this is what I've got it set on. We've got it, I hope it's focusing, we've got it set on aluminium, 2mm, stitch welding. The laser power is 90%. I've got the scan width at 2.5mm, frequency at 60 Hz, and the feed speed at 15 millimeters a second. Now I'm using 1.2mm aluminium wire, and let's go and see how it goes. I'm also running pure argon, which is coming off of there, over there. You can just see at the back there, back of my TIG machine. So I'm running off of that. I'm not sure what pressure I'm running it at, but it's enough. Okay, so this is what I've got in. It's a ladder, and the guy keeps knocking lumps out of it with his hedge cutter. If you can see there, and there, and there, and a little nibble out of there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and patch it all up, because it's not structural, it's just basically cosmetic, but he wants it to look a bit better than it is. So we'll get set up and we'll have a go. And if you can see that, if it will focus, hang on. That's filled that up quite nicely. So I'm going to go around and try and fill them all up, and then I'll just probably touch them up with a grinder, just tidy them up. But I need to fill them all first. Nice. I'm quite impressed with that. Now that's quite a big hole there that's filling up. I really need to move my ladder over a bit because struggling to reach with the gun. I'm impressed with that. That's filled up a big gap. Let's run. A couple more beads over the top. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. Okay, so I filled up quite a lot of them. I've got to turn it over and do a couple on the other side, but most of them are this side, obviously because he's right-handed. Or actually no, is he left-handed? I don't know, whichever way. They look a bit messy, but I'm not worried about that. I'm filling up big gaps. I'm going to run the grinder over them. That was the biggest one. If it'll focus. Come on, focus. Focus. Yeah, but that was a real big one. That was about 1/4 inch gap there. I managed to fill that up. I had to turn the power down a little bit. I turned it down from what it was originally set at. I think I turned it down. The lowest I went was 75%, and most of the time it was about 80%. There's one down there I've done, and that one on the end there. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. So I'm just going to turn it over to the other side and grind it up, and we'll have a final look. But overall, blooming impressed. I certainly wouldn't have been able to do that with the TIG in that sort of short time. That's only taken me a couple of minutes, literally. And this is, you know, I haven't been using it very long. I've got to get used to all the settings, but I'm well impressed. Well, that's definitely an improvement. There's still a few little nicks, but it's covered in nicks. It wasn't the nicks that he's worried about. It was the big gashes. So I've just given it a quick go over with the sander. Obviously, I'm not going to put the ridges back in that were in the extrusion, but at first glance it looks a damn sight better. I think he'll be happy with that. There's no great big chunks missing out of it now. To be fair, the welding on it originally was big and chunky, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. There's a little one there. I might do another bit there when I turn it over. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Let's see if I can just finish the last bit off and call it a day. Some on the top, a little one under there. Come on, focus. Another couple there. We'll just finish them off and then we'll call it a day. And the other thing with this is, there's a little one on that corner there I might just fill up, is it's not clean. I haven't cleaned it, I haven't done anything to it. So this is just as it's come off the field sort of thing. So I'm even more impressed. Oh, hang on. I must have turned something on. Yeah, forgot to turn the gun on. Try again. Any more little nicks that we can... No point doing the tiny ones because there's just so many of them. Done. Right, see if we can grind them up and call it a day. Okay, I hope you can hear me over the noise of Dig Dug Dan next door. If you don't know Dig Dug Dan, go and look up his YouTube channel. It's quite entertaining. Anyway, I'm quite impressed with what I've done there. I generally shy away from aluminium jobs. I get asked quite a lot, but I should generally shy away from them because I'm crap at TIG welding. So this is going to be opening up a new avenue for me, I think. Once I get a bit more practice, I haven't done an awful lot with this machine, well, with any of the lasers. So yeah, I think it could be quite good fun. It's certainly easier than TIG. It seems to hold as well as TIG. And filling up gaps, much easier than TIG, because usually I'll try and fill up a gap and dab in my rod and the whole lot just falls through the hole. Anyway, so there you go. I think there's a premiere on today from the Relilaser. It might have already gone, but I'm going to try and get this up around the same sort of time. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.